Okay guys, now I'm going to show you guys a single leg X sweep, and there's a couple we can do. There's actually tons of single leg X sweeps that we can do, but I'm just going to show you guys 2 or 3, alright? So going right into single leg X, hips are up, and there's a lot of variations of this where some people will play single leg X with 2-on-1, meaning I take my right leg and my left leg and clamp down on the 1, or I go right leg and left, okay, controlling both and then pinching on just the 1. So it's all optional here. Now in the gi, there's again endless sweeps that we can hit from here. I'm just going to show you a couple of my personal favorites. Alright, so the first one I like to do always as a beginner is I like to always try to get an overhook on the ankle. So what I do is when I get to single leg X, if I don't already have the overhook, is I drop my hips just a little bit to feed through and then bridge back up. Very small but simple detail. Next, I like to always grab the lapel. Somewhere on the collar, whether it's cross grip or same side, it's not going to make a huge difference here. The next thing I'm going to look to do here is rotate my hips to the outside, and at this point I typically put my foot somewhere on the inside of the thigh, okay? Maybe right above the knee or right in the middle of the thigh. So I'm going to rotate and pull my partner. As I do that, I'm going to kick and just come up. So in slow motion, I'm going to kick, I'm going to bring my leg down, and I'm going to look to pull and come up. From here, it's more of like a modified single leg where I'm either going to be able to pass the guard or just sweep. Ideally, we would pass the guard and go right in the side mount, but more than likely, we're going to end up in a half guard, full guard scenario. So again, I'll show this from a different angle. Right into my single leg X. Here, I need to first get to that leg, so I drop my hips, punch through, reach up for the collar on either side. I can put my foot up on the high part of the hip, going into the thigh here or the groin, or I can keep it on the knee. I just need to make sure that I rock and I open her up. Pull on the collar, get her to post. Once she posts, it's like I'm loading her up. I'm going to kick and look to come up. And when I come up, even if I come up and just pull her into the guard, that's still a 2-point sweep. That's still a 2-point sweep, and that's still going to be a good position for me to finish. Again. Single leg X, drop my hips, reach up for the collar. From this position here, foot either comes onto the hip, inside of the thigh here, on the knee. We pull hard and rotate our hips to the outside, take her balance. Then we proceed to kick, and we come up. Okay, kick, and we come up. From here, we look to drive in and secure our top position and score our 2 points. Okay, another single leg X variation that I like. From this position right here, we are going to start with a cross collar, and we're already going to be in our overhook position. From here, my foot can come onto either side, but as she pushes my leg down or peels the heel out, which is good defense, I'm going to swim my leg into the inside and put myself into more modified X guard. From here, it's going to be very similar to the first one, only I'm going to put my foot right onto the hip. From here, I'm going to load her up, and I can actually kick her in either direction, and I'm going to get the same result as before in a sweep. So I'm going to load her up, and I can kick and very easily turn and look to come up. Once again, either pass the guard or take the top position for my 2 points. Again, starting with my single leg X and having my overhook and cross grip, my partner's doing the right thing. They peel the hook out. Right when they peel it out, I'm going to swim my foot, same side X, okay? Playing on the same side leg, foot's nice and high, other leg's going to come to the hip. I can easily look to pull her in and elevate her like so, where she's off the ground, but typically she's going to tilt to one direction like she just did, because she doesn't want to get tossed over my head. So again, from her sitting up, sit up for me please. We're in this position, I look to bring her up, but she's going to post. When she posts, I proceed to follow her in the direction she goes. So I kick, and I follow her up, and take my top position. Alright guys, so that is our single leg X position, and we just worked a couple sweeps from there.